So I touched on this next topic a little bit, I think, when I was talking about Elon earlier. And the main thing is our society's obsession with deeming people geniuses. Like, whenever somebody's excelling or really good at something, there's a lot of people quick to deem them a genius. Like Childish Gambino, genius. Elon Musk, genius. Pat Riley, genius. A whole bunch of people. Like, you'll notice it. Like, if you look for it, you'll notice it. Like, people get called geniuses regularly just for being really good at something, right? This is a problem. We shouldn't be so quick to just throw this word around because on the surface level, it may like appear as a compliment and a good thing to just give this compliment out to as many people as possible, but it's really not as genuine and wholesome as like a lot of people make it out to be. Like, I'll just use Childish Gambino as an example right now. People consider him a genius because of his ability to excel in so many different fields. Like, he's a talented comedian, show writer, actor, musician, screenwriter. His list of accomplishments and awards is insane and like really really impressive. And people's rush to consider him a genius is offensive because when you call him that, it negates all the hard work that he's done to achieve what he's achieved. Because when you call somebody a genius, you're saying that it's something innate that they just have within themselves. And it's a way for you to cope with your own inability to succeed to that level. This is a concept or philosophy or whatever popularized or created or something by Robert Greene. He believed that not only was genius exclusive and like rare, it just didn't exist. Uh, and a world where like genius doesn't exist isn't that bad of a thing, because when you just like throw this word around, it's like a way to hide from your own inadequacies, where you don't have to worry about you not achieving your dreams, because if you were a genius like Childish Gambino, you would have done what he did. And the thing is, no, you probably wouldn't. You probably wouldn't have worked as hard as he did. You wouldn't have wanted to succeed as much as he did. He People who are as successful as him work so hard. Like, even YouTubers who are have running like a full-time YouTube channel and in college, who are doing all right for themselves, not even like super famous or popular, work an insane amount. It's genuinely difficult to go to school and also create content on a regular basis. Like, running this, like, whatever this is, podcast or whatever, it's given me like a greater appreciation for the ability for content creators to do what they do and like put in the effort that they do, because this is like genuinely difficult. Like, wanting to do your schoolwork first of all, and do enough of it so that you have extra time to do your side hustle, really. And some of them do this with schoolwork. They're whatever they do, whether it's a YouTube channel, music, or a podcast or something, plus the job that they work. That's insane. Your Their ability to just work and their like discipline to like do it every day is really admirable. And like by calling them geniuses, you're really just spitting in the face of that. So you really shouldn't be calling anybody a genius. Like Kanye calls himself a genius, but he really shouldn't because he's worked so hard to do what he's done. And by calling himself a genius and that it's, God given talent and it just comes naturally, just devalues and hides the work he's put in. Like on one of his songs, he has this bar where he basically just says that he made like 10 beats a day every day one summer. It was actually 3 summers, which is insane. Like making one beat in a week is that like you find enjoyable, that you like, is impressive. Like being able to do that consistently over the span of a week is genuinely impressive. If you could do that every week, doing that 10 times a day, every day, for like a prolonged amount of time is unfathomable. And he did this while working a job, which is absolutely commendable and something that people don't talk about because it's not glamorous, it's not fun, and it makes people feel bad about themselves because they don't work that hard. I don't work that hard. I don't think I've ever gotten close to working that hard. I probably couldn't work that hard. Like that's what separates these quote unquote geniuses from the rest of us. It's not like their innate natural ability. It's their capability and discipline to work hard and do it every day. And not just, take a break once they like taste the like first little drop of success. Cause once you get to like a certain point, after Kanye dropped Graduation and was like on top of the world, he could have coasted. He was already like solidified as like a hip hop great. Like he really could have just coasted, but he didn't. And for the next decade, or most of the next decade, he continued to drop classic after classic after classic. If you look through Kanye West's discography, you can pick any album and say it's your favorite, and nobody's gonna disagree with you or argue with you about it because everything in his discography is legit. And that just speaks to his work ethic and drive to not just make music, but make good music, culture shifting music. And there's no reason for him to continue to do that after he's done it 3 times in a row with his college dropout series. But he just kept doing it over and over and over again. 808s and Heartbeats, Yeezus, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That is insane that he just kept getting better and better and better and better. Every 5 years, people say, I miss the old Kanye, talking about what he was doing 5 years ago, which means he evolves regularly and people love it and miss it once it's gone, which just speaks to how timeless and amazing he is as an artist. And calling him a genius would overshadow all the hard work that he puts in because it's not just natural, he puts in the work, which is so difficult. But that's the impressive part.